Good morning, Sagittarius. Looks like we're getting a jump on the day today, huh? Yes, I'm really trying to fall in line with the schedule. So as always, the way the daily readings work is that there's a situation brewing. We take a look at a situation that may be brewing for you, maybe it's not brewing for you. And then we do more generalized messages about your vibe, about your focus, throw in some surprises. And these are things that you need to know today. It does not mean that it's happening today, but there's always some reason why you have to know this today. I don't know. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. If you're looking for personals, please check out the link in my description. It's always there for you. So let's get into it. So much Sagittarius energy here, honestly. And so speak your truth is here. Stand your ground and miracles. It does feel as if there's something here, Sag, that you want, or that you want to do, or that you have wanted to do, but you have been reluctant to talk about it. Or, like, it kind of feels like for you, maybe it always feels like it's not the right time. You don't know if it's going to work, but the truth is like, it looks as if you're going to do it and that it's going to turn out better than you expect. So, there's always that. So in terms of who may be influencing you, we have some interesting ones. We have albino, black clothing, exaggerated features, white gray hair, which I think is probably going with that person, skinny, dark-skinned person as well. So I think that you're being influenced by a group of people. Okay, you can let that resonate for you. A lot of times with these physical feature cards, I kind of say, take it with a grain of salt. But I do feel as if this is possible. Like, So, I said what I said. Now, on the bottom of this deck is expand, reflection. I feel like you feel as if it's time. You feel as if it's time to talk about it. Maybe you're ready, and that comes from thinking about it. But let's see what's happening here on the bottom of the deck, which I always, for me, that always kind of sits with where it's all leading you to. So, Knight of Swords, okay. You're not going to let anything stop you, and you are speaking from that place. Now, I pulled the Knight of Swords for you yesterday, too, because, the Knight of Swords is you also want to be careful about your words, right? Because the Knight of Swords can be kind of insensitive. The Knight of Swords is direct, sometimes cutting, though, like too direct. Four of Swords. Okay, so you really want to. I kind of feel like you've been holding back from it. Page of Wands. Yeah, because you weren't really sure if it was the right thing or it was impulsive and irresponsible. You wanted to think everything through. Makes sense. Page of Cups. So you probably will be opening up to someone. Definitely. And that person may actually give you some ideas, on how to go. Like the Knight of Pentacles. And I do feel like they also tell you that, you got to be one with the process, one thing at a time, one block at a time. But with the Four of Wands, like how good this can actually turn out. And I feel like this is really, will be turning a corner for you. you know, and the Page of Cups is definitely an exciting new idea that you feel very connected to from the heart. And we did see that yesterday too. So, you know, it's definitely something to think about. So, you know, in terms of speaking your mind, I feel like you've taken your time with this because you really, really don't want to make the wrong decision. King of Pentacles. And it could also be that the people that you are, you know, in your environment that would be affected, you know, you don't want them to see you as that either, right? So you do spend a lot of time thinking about this. And, you know, I feel like one of the reasons too that you did not really speak about this idea is because you weren't sure you were going to do it. You weren't sure it could work, because here we see the Four of Pentacles and the Magician. You really wanted to take the time to have a solid plan and to see that it could work. It's kind of like you wanted to make sure it would work out before you took it on. You didn't want to go broke doing it, right? And that can just be changing jobs. You know, it could be changing careers. It could be trying out a new career, your own business, what have you. I mean, it can be a really tough decision, right? Because, you know, you don't want to end up in the poorhouse. And maybe you feel like, you know, I don't have a lot to start out with. This is a big risk or chance, and am I crazy, right? So you're really trying to make this decision and look at it from all angles. With the Seven of Cups, I mean, you have options. It's not like, you know, this is like the end of everything, right? You have options, and maybe there's even more than one way of going about this. And so, you know, you're trying to make the best decision. It could be that you're talking to someone too, since this is the Lovers, who really gets you, who really understands you, to make this decision, you know. And I feel like too, like Three of Pentacles, it's interesting, and the Seven of Pentacles, it's like if you don't talk about this idea, it'd be really hard for other people to be interested, for other people to be on board. And really, I feel like this is the pivot that you take. This is what you realize, right? This is the choice that you're making. It's not really about, you know, and it does kind of attract other people to what you're doing so that you don't have to do this by yourself. You know, you don't have to sink, like, especially if this is like some sort of career option or a business, you don't have to sink all of your money in there if you speak about your ideas and get other people on board. Because it does look as if, you know, it could also be this other person with the Lovers card is going to put you in touch with other people who would be interested. You know, so at the end of the day, you're not going to have to do this alone. You know, it may take a little bit of time for sure, but, you know, everything worthwhile is not easy, right? King of Swords is on the bottom. I kind of feel like there may be some disappointment with a particular person, a King of Swords person, only telling you what could go wrong. And wow. Ten of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles. Like, they only see the problems, but you don't. Like, you see profits, they see problems. You see the opportunity and the opportunity for long-term wealth. They don't. Right? There you are as the High Priestess. So it could be that someone you thought would be on your side in this is just not, right? And that's disappointing to you. Understood. So let's move on to other things. That's really interesting, Sag. Very interesting. I love it a lot. For sure. So let's take a look at your vibe today. Gotta clean this up. Sagittarius's vibe. Sagittarius's vibe today. Sagittarius's vibe. What do the mermaids have to say, Sag? Sagittarius's vibe today. Oh. Ooh. There you go. Okay, so miracles are very much playing a part in your life today. Just the belief that anything could happen. Right? So because miracles and positivity is here. That's the vibe today. Woo woo. Gang gang. Love it. And that's our inner knowing. You just know. I don't know. So whatever this is for you, you just know it's going to work out. You know this is going to come through. But let's see the energy that is driving you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What is the energy driving Sagittarius? But we do, like, on a natural tip here for being a Sagittarius, our natural flow is knowing everything will turn out. We don't know how, but we know it will, right? Let's see what the cosmic energy is for you today, Sagittarius. What's the cosmic flow? Oh, throat chakra. Oh my gosh, you definitely are speaking up on something. Okay, and you're doing it to bring people together. So definitely I would say drawing people in for your idea. The moon. In times of darkness, find solace in the knowledge that the light will return in times of brightness. Yeah, and it's like, you don't know how that will turn out, but you seem pretty positive that it will go your way. And it's the same message, like the same message. So let's see what the spirits and the universe want you to focus on today, Sag. What should Sagittarius focus on today? I guess this reading is going to be a little bit longer. What should Sagittarius focus on today? Sagittarius. Oh, your confidence. Be bold and take charge, which is very much in line with positivity. Okay. You know what you know, Sag, right? What should Sagittarius not focus on? What should Sagittarius not focus on? So it's not really about convincing people. It is about, and you might get caught up in that kind of trap, right? So for whatever this is, you speak about it and you leave the building. You know, let people come to their own conclusion. This is about knowing when to walk away. You know, you're not trying to convince people, because that often just doesn't go, you know, the right way. Like, just saying, you know, and we can be so convinced of things, so confident about things that we just don't understand when people don't believe, right? So let's see what, if any, surprises might be coming your way, Sagittarius? Wow. So surprises, Sagittarius. Let's get into it. Because we have fire here, which is, is our nature. So I'm going to take that as the passion and the drive that we naturally have, right? So this is about something you feel passionate about. And once again, we are seeing dark woman. We saw in the beginning one of the influences as far as people being a woman with darker skin. And so really pay attention to that, because I feel like this woman helps you. And bread is here, which is a period of prosperity and abundance. You may be receiving money from this woman, or, I don't know exactly. But let's take a little bit of a look at that. So, tell us about this dark woman. What the what? But it just pretty much says you have dealings with her, but it's followed up by a period of prosperity and abundance. So that could be money you're not expecting. Love it. So tell us about the dark woman. Okay. And this is really going back to a previous reading where there was a woman that was going to be helping you, like an empress, so it could be a mother, that hurt you. So it probably would make you reluctant to accept it. Nine of Cups reversed. Anything else? Anything else about this? So, I suggest watching the readings. Seven of Cups. So you might really give this some thought as to whether or not to accept this help from this person, this woman. Because you don't have good feelings about them. Could be something that they did. They could have really hurt your feelings. Anything else? Three of Pentacles. But they're for real. They really want to help. Okay? On your terms, Sag. They're willing to do it on your terms. They believe, and believe it or not, this person, even though they hurt you in some way, they believe in you. Interesting. Love it. I love that energy so much. And since we've taken so much time, let's get on to your mantra for the day. Dun, 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 dun. I love these cards. Spirit Junkie. What is the mantra of the day for Sagittarius? Seems to be all about this one thing, right? I don't know. So let's see. Mantra of the day for Sagittarius. Here we go. Attacking others is an attack on myself. I choose to release this now. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Oh my goodness. So that's what I have for you today, Sag. I hope this really helps. Toodles.